Welcome to the Monday Monologue. Well, this week we got a little something different. You're going, what in the world's going on over here? Well, doing some woodworking. We're building some DIY speaker cabinets that I got off a kit from Amazon, and my friend Willie bought one for himself, and he was like, hey, why don't I buy you one too? This is the guy that I did the R8 for. He said, why don't I buy you a pair of these speakers too, and we can have kind of a build off, and you can build a pair and I can build a pair, and we kind of see how differently they look. And I'm doing something pretty wild with mine. But anyway, got these gluing up. I've already got the other one a little further down the road. It's all primered up and getting ready for final paint. This is the second one, final gluing. So got the crossover built. Anyway, gonna do a short video series on that. And I know this might seem like, hey, you're getting sidetracked. I thought you were gonna work on the 6P1. We are, because what came today, and I'm super excited, is the transformer. And I'm hoping this is going to cure the root of all evils with this amplifier, which has been kind of the bane of my existence in a way, given it was my first tube amplifier and it's never really gotten to where I wanted it to be. And I kind of gave up on it. And what I was struggling with is I felt like, and you've seen me prove this in my A12 video, that tubes in a single-ended amp need to be run near their max dissipation to really sound and work good. And it wasn't possible with the power transformer that was in that amp from the factory. And also the rectifier tube wouldn't allow it. And so this is going to. We've got our 173 milliamp power transformer that's also got 5 volts, 6 volts. It's going to give me the current that I need along with the rectifier tube that I got for it, which is a 5V4GA. Let me show you this. This is a kind of cool looking tube too. Kind of a little fat bottle rectifier, which I think is a cool looking unit. So this thing's got, I believe it's 170 milliamp rating. So between that and this, we'll be able to bias the tubes at 40 milliamps, and that should be good to really get this thing rocking and rolling. I'm not going to go too deep into that because that's a video unto itself, but these guys, you should see the build video hopefully today. I've got to do a little editing and, the front and back end of the video's recording. So hopefully going to have these up today. And then, of course, the Monday Monologue. So what are we going to rant about today? And this is something that I feel very strongly about. And I'm not sure everyone's going to agree with me, but it's about putting music clips in with my videos. I know almost every time I post a video, people are like, well, I want to hear what it sounds like before and after. Can you put up some clips? You need to be having videos showing the amp playing. I want to hear what it sounds like. Guys, it just doesn't work like that. And at first, I thought it might too, so I actually tried this. So I have my little tiny 6BM8 amp with some little R51 clip speakers. And I set those up, and I tried 2 different ways of testing this. One was using a really good Shure microphone on a stand in the middle of the room, and the other one was using the built-in microphone on this Tascam recorder, which this is not a cheap recorder. This thing really probably cost more than my video camera did. And this is what I record all the audio for my channel on. It's got XLR input, goes to a really nice lav mic that I use, and I feel like I get really good audio for my videos with this thing. So anyway, I recorded my 6BM8 amp with the little small clip speakers, went back and recorded my 300B amp with my RP600Ms, then ran them through. I use Adobe Premiere Elements, then uploaded them to YouTube, and then listened to them back to back. And guys, I couldn't hear enough difference to throw a stick at. I mean, you heard the music. But by the time it gets processed in the video, and then it gets uploaded to YouTube, and then YouTube processes it, and then it comes through the internet, through your computer, sound card, and speakers, it all sounds the same. And actually the 6BM8 amp, if I had to like really be picky, probably sounded better on the computer than the 300B did, but in the room, the 300B amp sounds way better. And so I'm sorry if you guys really are thinking that, you know, you can audition all this audio gear from sitting in front of your TV at home or sitting in front of your computer at home. It's just not going to happen. And I am pretty sure when you hear like massive differences between things, especially when they're talking about speaker cables and stuff like that, and they're going, listen to the difference in this power cable. They're processing the audio to get you to go buy their speaker cables or to go get you to buy their preamp or whatever they're selling. You're not going to hear any kind of massive difference between audio recordings online. And so I'm not wasting my time doing that. And I know that's probably going to upset some people, and they're like, well, I hear a difference on Thomas's or Fred's channel or whatever. Well, great. I tested it. I couldn't hear enough difference to warrant the effort that doing all of that takes. And maybe on my next build series, I'll play a little clip just to make people happy, to say so they can say, oh, well, I heard it making music, and maybe just to prove that it'll actually amplify music. But as far as doing, these long video sessions, that I spend hours making different recordings, it's a waste of my time. And it's a waste of your time. And so that's my rant for the week. I'm not doing that. And if it costs me some viewers or views on my videos because there's not audio recordings for you to listen to, then it just does. One other point on that too is the whole copyright strike thing. And I'm not going to risk my channel playing music that is quality, which this free stuff that you can download off YouTube that I use in the, my intro and the outro, that's not quality music. And so I'm not going to post videos with the jazz music that I normally listen to and stuff and risk getting my channel taken down over copyright infractions. So that's another reason that we're not doing that. So the last thing is I've been trying to decide what to do with my Patreon as far as what kind of perks to give the folks that are actually contributing to the channel. And I've always said I'm not going to gate content like projects and stuff behind a paywall. I'm just not going to do that. But I do feel like that people that are supporting me deserve something. And so I am probably going to do a once a month, just kind of a random video talking about audio, my thoughts on different things and life, and who knows what I'm going to do. But there probably is going to be a little bit of content that's exclusively for the people that donate. Maybe do some, there's Dolly just walked in, do some silly Dolly videos or something. The other thing is I am going to be selling off some of my gear, mostly just projects that I've built for the channel that I don't really need, and they're going to get first dibs on purchasing that stuff and bidding on it. And so you might possibly be interested in buying some Skunky Designs stuff, then you need to be a Patreon member to get the first chance at buying it. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm planning on doing for that. Like I said, I'm not going to gate content or early access and all that kind of stuff like some of the YouTubers do. I'm just hopeful that people enjoy my videos and want to see me continue and will help support. Need to buy a new camera. There's some other stuff I need to buy, and so thanks for your support on that. Also, a donation page on my website, affiliate link. If you click on the links like below for these speakers, I get a little piece of that, which helps me buy more stuff. So that's cool. And anyway, I think that's enough rambling for today. So if you're enjoying this content, please subscribe, please like the video, and we'll see you next week for the Monday Monologue.